The Factor Uncensored. It's clear crime has torn through the heart of our nation. Tonight, we talk solutions, and we're looking for those solutions. The U.S. Bureau of Justice reports 67% of offenders released from state prisons return to the system within 3 years. Recidivism. Joining us to talk about it now on the panelists who've got some skin in the game, retired parole officer Daphne Brown-Jack, founder of Voice of Fatherless, Percy Kennedy Jr., and Reverend Jaslette Griffin, a mother who lost her son to murder in jail. We want to thank them all for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. So, Jaslette, let's talk about you. What happened with your son that led him, first of all, to prison?
That is still unsolved, Isaiah. It was profiled and an error in their system, is my understanding. That's what led him to the county jail.
And so, and he wasn't in prison, he was in jail.
Correct.
Okay, there's a difference there. So when you lost your son, how did that impact you and your family?
It has totally torn our family apart. Myself, to his siblings, his father, our entire family, as well as the community and his workforce community as well. Totally mentally has torn me for 9 months. Recently has taken me from my job. It has just totally displaced my normal life, my normal way of life.
Now, Percy, you guys have an event coming up this weekend where you are inviting the public, and the focus will be solutions. How do we deal with this? For those who are looking for crime, how to deal with crime in their community, how to deal with problems in their community, what would you suggest to them?
I think the event this week is Catalyst for Change, and it's an opportunity to have a conversation around criminal justice and activities relating to reform and those that are engaged in the process. I think conversations need to be had, and a lot of what I've learned since partnering with Prevention Zone is through just having conversations, not understanding what Ms. Jaslette was going through with the number of deaths that are occurring in Harris County Jail, understanding that there's a lot that we can do in terms of preventing our youth from entering the criminal justice system, you know, learning about the school to prison pipeline, having conversation with our young people, and just exposure, because a lot of what happens in silence. No one talks about it.
Okay. And former parole officer Daphne Brown-Jack, you've heard it, you've seen it all. Are there any solutions for the country, for crime, for recidivism that we're seeing? What do you suggest as an expert who's been in the system and dealing with those individuals who've gone back and forth?
Well, when I think about a solution, as a parole officer, I would let my guys know that I'm 1 foot out of the prison door myself, so it can happen to anyone. So I would let them know that they're human, they made mistakes, and we won't do this again. And if there has to be a solution, my solution is telling people to be consistent when it comes down to if they get in trouble with crime, to stay consistent on keeping up with the judge, keeping up with the attorney, knowing just keeping up with the process, knowing how the process works, and just stay consistent and stay out of trouble.
And for those who are wondering about your program and your seminar this weekend, what are the details?
Okay, the details, I'm sorry. We're going to be talking about juvenile justice.
And I'm sorry, where will it be?
Well, okay.
And for those who are interested, how can they get involved?
So, all right. It's called 2023 Catalyst for Change Community Forum. It's at the Ensemble Theater in the Black Box, 3535 Main Street. It's going to start at 9 o'clock to 1. And we have four sessions that will be handled or talked about, conversation.
And just give me a few of the topics.
Sure, a few of the topics is juvenile justice, wrongful conviction, and our focus topic is talking about the Harris County Jail.
All right. We want to thank you all for joining us, and make sure you